Hi, everybody. For my final project, I decided I would try to do a rudimentary order processing system. In my setup, I've got product, order, and order line item Spark data frames. I'm using Scala to generate order CSV files. Ordinarily, this would come from some outside third party, but since this is just a demo project, I had Scala periodically generate some order CSV files. And then the real part starts that the Scala would read in the order CSV files and put them in the appropriate Spark data frames. Then Scala would process and fulfill the orders using information from the Spark data frames. And then finally, Scala queries the Spark data frames and produces the reports of recent and total orders. In this code here, I had Scala produce a report for the last minute of orders, and then also a report of all orders taken to date. The results here, it was a success. The system did everything right. The orders were produced, they were taken, they were put into the database. Order statuses were updated, inventory levels were updated, orders went out, the reports were all generated. Everything went well. I think that success is very likely if we scale up here. I was definitely using Spark inefficiently here because my input order files only had one order apiece. I'm sure that if I had 100 or 1,000 or more orders in an order file, that the Scala and Spark methods of importing CSV files and directly changing them into data frames and then merging them with existing data frames would pretty quickly work for here in this case. Some things that I found in doing this, I originally was going to do this in Spark SQL, but I quickly found that Spark SQL is not a full SQL product. There are a lot of restrictions on it. It's I would say just very entry-level SQL. So I found that I couldn't really use Spark's SQL. And also, while researching that particular issue, I also found that RDDs underlie both Spark data frames and Spark SQL. So they're really just front ends on top of RDDs. For me, the Spark data frames seem to work the best. So I think in the future, I would probably just go ahead and start using those from the beginning.